we're in day 2 of preparation for Florida. Another opportunity to go out and play. Yesterday was kind of it was bad. Is the way to say it. A lot of backups were practicing for us yesterday. Got some of those guys back today. So it was a lot better today than we were yesterday. So, but day 2 of preparation, we are excited about having another opportunity to play.
Was it bad because guys still had kind of a hangover from Saturday night?
Well, I mean, I think it was bad because we had a lot of backups in roles that weren't used to playing with some of the guys beside them. So it can't happen though, regardless of why or how it did, and it cannot happen.
Can you go down the injury report?
Kashyyyks, it's really doubtful. Cartier's day to day. Gabe Correll's out, and Josh Forrest is out.
What about your linemen?
Linemen, they should be fine. They'll practice tomorrow. Smith and Miller should practice tomorrow.
Smith an ankle, or is it a foot?
It was an ankle after the game. Now it became a toe. Okay, how that happens, I don't know.
Why so many backups in practice? Are you still looking for new faces?
No, we wouldn't. This other day, some guys were banged up. You know, it's the first day back, and some guys were banged up, and we set them to give them guys a blow, and and also it gives you a chance to bring some of those backups along, because somewhere along down the line, those guys are going to have to play for you.
You've talked a lot about not having to be forced to play a freshman in one of these SEC road environments. Do you think the guys you are going to have to play this weekend are ready for?
That's the reason why we've played them. That's the reason why we played Tiller, and the reason why we played J.D. Harmon, because of that. You get caught in the game, and on the road, SEC environment, and now you got to, put a freshman out there for the first time, and we didn't want to get caught in that. So those guys have gotten some reps. Again, it'll still be different for them, okay? But at least they have, a little bit comfort with being in games.
What's your experience seeing that? Has it gone with a wide-eyed and kind of shell-shocked, or have you seen it?
What I've seen from those guys that have now have been thrown in there and had to play, that you see them prepare a little bit different. Again, I said that Max. If you saw Max last year as a freshman, how he prepared, it was one game that we didn't know if Morgan was going to be able to go back in the game. At halftime, he's over looking at his playbook. It's too late. It's too late, to be looking at your playbook at halftime. So, you've seen guys prepare a little bit different and those type of things. And guys practice a little bit different, when you've gotten some reps in game. It definitely helps to get a taste of it, no question about that.
Joker, what do you make of this little feud between Jared Lorenzo and Brett Peace? Have you heard about this?
No, I have not.
Again, Lorenzo's been critical, and Peace said he wants to hang 50 on you guys because of it.
Oh, yeah? Tell Jared to shut the hell up.
He didn't do that when he was here, though. He talked all the time when he was here.
Who's did?
Jared.
Oh, he didn't. You're right. But no, I don't. That's their business.
What's your first memory of the Swamp?
Tell Peace that Judge, sorry, okay? I apologize for him.
What's your first memory of the Swamp? Pat Washington said that it was...
My first memory?
Yeah.
As a player, I guess it's my first time as a player going down and had Wilbur Marshall, and my first memory is George Adams catching the ball on the kickoff on the sideline and juking and jiving and stepping out of bounds right before they hit him. And then my memory is kind of jarred because I was called to run a crack back on Wilbur Marshall 3 times in a row. Okay, first one was successful, last 2. It's the reason why I'm 5'9".
What do you remember about?
That was supposed to be funny. It was a little bit. It's a little similar. Again, you got to regroup and get a young team ready to go play in a hostile environment. That's my memory. You back down and out, and and then you come in on Tuesday and you got to go back. You got to go back to work. And I can't remember the outcome of the Alabama game. You've kind of researched all the scores lately. So what was the outcome? I know we didn't win, but how did we play? Yeah, we scored 18. That was good. That was good then, scoring 18.
So you talk a lot about tackling and need improvement there. When you have so many young guys, I mean, how much time do you have to spend drilling them on the basics? I mean, just reminding them about prepping them.
And it's hard to practice tackling now. This time of the year, you still have to, everything you want to try to stay up as much as you possibly can. But we're not a good tackling team right now. We're not. A lot of it has to do with youth. But I mean, even some of our older guys are not real good tackling guys. So we got to continue to stress it. And a lot of it is staying up off the ground. And running your feet and all those things. The fundamentals of tackling, wrapping up and running your feet. And a lot of times, we talk about playing with balance. Okay? And a lot of times when you miss tackles, you're out of balance. You're out of balance. Your feet are behind you, your head's down, those type of things, and you have no balance. So those are the things that we got to try to stress now this time of the year, because it's hard to to go into full speed tackling drills and be able to we have about a 3 or 4 minute period that we do a 3-on-3 period, but after that it's really not much tackling. It's all thud drill.
Joker, could you talk about the level of athleticism your kids are about to face compared to what you've been going against? I know Louisville's pretty good, but
yeah, this team is a lot more explosive as terms of speed and power. I watched number 8, who is their Wildcat guy, and really doesn't touch the ball a lot. I mean, he touched it 3 times against Tennessee and outran their whole defense for 80 yards on one of the Wildcat plays, and then about 20-something yards on another play. So, they got a lot of speed and size, and he's not a little guy by any means. And then on the outside, they got big-time speed. The tailback has speed. The receivers have speed. They look like Florida of old. They do. I mean, they just got a lot of speed at every position. I thought last year, the 2 positions that was noticeable was Rainey and Demps. And you thought, well, the reason why nobody else really showed up, but the reason why they got the ball to Rainey and Demps every play. So these other guys, they're now starting to get their touches, and you're starting to see the type of speed that they have.
You guys have had a lot of trouble stopping the run. Looking at film, who do you hold most accountable? Who really
Well,
needs to
everybody.
change?
When they rushing for 200 plus on you, that's not just the defensive line. They've had some big plays on us also, which. The second and third line of defense has to be there also to stop that.
Stopping third down.
Last one.
Third down. I mean, that's a lot of it. Again, it goes back to tackling. We've had guys in the hole, and you may drop your head and not run your feet, be out of balance, and not make the play. The thing you have to do, I think we're last in the league in third down, defense. A thing that's helped us a little bit in that, we're number 1 in third down offense. Okay, but what's hurt us in that is the turnovers, having our defense have to play too many plays. So we got to get better, no doubt about that, on third down.